Welcome to the May-June 2024 paper. This is a 2-1 paper, the structured paper. Looking at question 1 first in this video, but I just wanted to draw your attention to the thresholds. Obviously it was a hard exam paper. To get an A you just needed 46%, B 33, C 21, D and all the way down. So let's take the challenge out and first question, let's see if we can get that D already. And that's 20 out of the 20 mark paper. Note that there are 5 questions in this. Each question is worth 20 marks. So this one deals with sales, and sales we've got Addo. Addo's a trader, and if you can open up to page 1 of it, and it sells only on credit, so it doesn't sell for cash at all. Trade receivables at the start of April were Nuru, Mahaya, Ava and Rachel, totaling 3,658. That's how much is owed to Addo from previous sales. And then during the month we had some transactions. So a few things we need to do in this. First thing we need to do is the sales journal. That's recording all the sales that happened. That's only sales, that's not anything other than selling goods. So the idea of this one is we get a total here that'll go into the next one, which will be our ledger. Second thing we've got to do a journal and then the control ledger itself. So let's start off with the first bit. We're going to prepare the sales journal for April. So that's this one here. I'm going to type 2024 at the start just to get the year right, and we'll put April. And the first one sold actually was this one on April the 2nd. So we'll put April 2nd. And we sold there to Ava. So we're just going to type in Ava, the person that we sold to. We've got a trade discount though. So the trade discount will go in the sales journal because we're not selling it for 150, selling it for 150 less 6%. And probably a good idea for you to go 150 minus 6%. And in here we put the figure $150 times, I'm going to type 94%. So you sort of get why I get 94% because I'm taking 6% off. And that's 141. The next one, we're only looking for sales. So telephone transfer, that's money changing hands, that's not sales. We've got sold goods to Nuru on the 12th. So just write Nuru. And there's no difficulties in there, it's just a straight one. So we can just write 165. Nice easy mark for us. So just looking for sales. Received check, so that's not a sales. Received some money, that's not sales. Return goods, not sales. 21st, sold goods, there we go. And sold goods to Mahia. And Mahia was sold, again we'll put our brackets in. We've got 480 minus a 5% trade discount. That cash discount happens when they pay, so it doesn't go in the sales journal. That one will go, as you know, in the cash book as a discount there. So we've got equals 480 times, what percent do you reckon I'll type in here? 95%. So you're taking that 5% off. Good. And on the 30th, at the end of the month, we're asked to, according to this down the bottom, total sales journal and indicate the ledger account it's going to be posted to. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Well, we'll put a total in, but we're going to transfer it to the sales ledger. Alright, so nice easy 3 marks. So now we're going to do the general journal. The question in your paper asks you to prepare the journal entry to write off the amount owed by Rachel. A narrative is required. So we've got to find Rachel down the bottom here on the 30th. Now we'll put the date. And April 30th. Oh, wrong one. Try it here. And what we're going to do is, when Rachel writes it off, it's going to become an irrecoverable debt. Now, journal entry, we need a debit and a credit. The figure that's given to us is at 215, how much she owes. So nice and easy journal entries, we've got to put a debit and a credit. So a nice easy start. And we're going to debit the expense here. So the expense is called irrecoverable debts. Often that's called bad debts. And the credit goes to the account that it comes from. We always indent that account. And so we're going to credit Rachel. So basically that figure there is getting wiped out. And you asked for a narration, so we better give that one. And we're going to type in write off irrecoverable debt. So it gives you an understanding of why you did that one above. Nice and easy. Good. Alright, the next thing you're asked to do is calculate the total amount of money that Addo received from trade receivables during 2024. So we'll do the calculation here, we'll call it C calculate. So this is the money that's coming in. So let's start off. We've got, I'm going to type the numbers in and then I'll do a formula. So we've got 689 on the 9th. Sold goods, so it's not that one. Received a check of 627, so that's the money coming in. Excellent. Received 760. And there is no other money coming in, so we'll just add those up. So that's the total amount coming in. All right, and we're going to use that in our sales ledger when we come over here. And then we have to also calculate the total amount of cash discount that Addo allowed. All right, so if we're trying to find the cash discount, looking through, it looks like we've got a discount here. So we received a check of 627 for an invoice for 660. So we'll put that in, equals 660 minus 627. Are you happy that being a cash discount? We received 660. It's not a trade discount because it wasn't at the time it was sold. It's a cash discount because it's when they paid. So that's the first one, $33. And I saw a cash discount here as well. Received 760. Now we had deducted a 5% cash discount. So a little bit tricky here to do the calculation. I can work it out in my head because I know what that figure is going to be. But how I'm going to type it is equals 760 was 95%. I'm going to divide it by 0.95 and that'll tell me what the full amount was going to be. So the full amount was going to be 800. So just calculate that again, equals 800 times, I don't know, 0.05 or 5%. So basically we've got a $40 discount there. Alright, so our total discount is those two added together. Alright, and that is question C2. Over the page, and we have to prepare a sales control ledger. Alright, sales control ledger, this one here. We'll change the date there to the 1st of April. Because there's an opening balance. Note that the balance for a sales control ledger is on the debit side. That's because sales are the debtors that it comes from, the people that owe us money, they're an asset to us. And so because they're an asset, things that are going to increase are going to go on the debit side, things that are going to decrease are going to go on the credit side. So they start off owing us a total, see this figure here? That's the amount that was owed to us at the start. To that, we're going to add for sales. And that sales figure we're just going to take from our sales journal. So we've done all the hard work here. There are no other things that increase here. They could be if we charge our debtors interest. In this case we haven't. So on the credit side, year first, and these are all from the journals that come through. So looking at the journals that come through, let's see what we've got. We've got this one here, this is our irrecoverable debts, so we'll put that one in. That was Rachel's 215. We've got the calculations that you've just done. We've got that 2076, that's the money that's come in. So we're going to type bank. Just remember in here, this is, we only write as our narration what's going to go in the trial balance. So irrecoverable debts is an expense, bank is an asset, sales is a revenue. And the other one we just calculated was the cash discount. And this is actually discount allowed. It's an expense for us. And there's one other thing here. See if you can find the last one. Press pause and find the last one that's going to go on the credit side here. And the answer is sales returns. And that sales returns is, see if we can find it, that $30 that Nuru bought back. Notice in this ledger we don't write the name of the account. That's because it's a control ledger, and a control ledger we just do the balances. Alright, so we've got all those. I'm going to total our higher side, which looks like it's going to be this side. Transfer that figure across and find the balancing figure. And so this one here is going to be a balance that we're going to carry forward, which becomes next month's opening balance. Great. So the very last thing we have to do, 5 marks. So a great easy 5 marks for you on this one. Advise Addo whether or not he should make these changes. So Addo's considering changing credit terms. He would introduce more credit checks on new customers. That's a good thing. And would increase cash discount to 7.5% if people pay within 30 days. So very easy first mark. The first mark is should Addo can change the credit terms or not. And either way you're going to give a right answer, a 1 mark out of that 100% just for putting an answer. I'm going to say yes, he should change. And so now we get 2 marks for advantages and 2 marks for disadvantages. So advantages, the credit check. That's checking to see somebody, particularly a new customer, is going to be somebody who can pay. So we check things like their income, other assets they have, but the credit check will reduce the possibility of irrecoverable debts. Second thing is that the discount will encourage quicker payment. And the disadvantages, lose money from discount and credit check may be expensive and put some customers off. Very good, 20 out of 20. See you for question 2.